that they wanted to go, that they want no part of working with either the Silverwatch or the Jackals, so we're just letting them go. And
That's fine.
yeah.
Yep, they are, and if you guys don't go ahead and stop them, they will all kind of make their way out of the mine.
Yeah, I think these two are going up to grab, like, the crossbows to defend themselves out in the deserts.
Yeah.
And
yes.
we're gonna...
Yeah, they had gone to grab some of the supplies, and they will go ahead and follow after their co-workers.
Oh.
And Jasminder had covered the dead body with a blanket.
Karen will give her a few minutes to collect herself, and then just kind of like arm under the arm, or hand under the armpit, pick her up, and be like, "Let's go, time to go."
So.
And Jorrin, you've been in this mine before. You would know. You knew the path you took before. You actually took this lift over here down, and through a few winding passageways, and you would basically be able to lead them back to where you and Sabine had kind of initially investigated.
Yeah, well, that's what she's planning on doing once everyone looks like they're ready to go.
Karen will also collect half of the arrows that he shot. Just
okay.
Collect up to half.
Jasmine will collect the rest of his sword from the ground.
Yeah.
But then other than that, lift time, I think?
Yeah, you guys head over to the mine shaft.
Cover belt mines, let's go!
You guys head over to the mine shaft. You guys are good to go without a rest, then?
Yeah.
God
okay.
Damn.
I mean, as far as hit points are concerned, Shivers has not been hit. So...
Okay. Yeah.
I still got some heals in me.
Yeah, so you guys are actually able to go down, there's a map, but because you guys kind of averted it with some combat, you guys do go down further. You do run into more of, the miners. The miners are kind of confused, but you kind of, as you explain the situation to them, they have no qualms about having an extra day off as new management is kind of figured out. And you guys are eventually led down to, let me bring up the map. Down here. You guys can go ahead and place yourselves in your marching order. As you guys kind of come across this, well, I guess this is the, you guys are coming down from here. This is kind of like a walkway down. And
you're fucking moving.
I don't have it on the map, but as you guys approach, you do see a blocked off area with wooden walls, kind of slats, some supports that have been placed, and Jorrin, since you've been here, even more kind of locks and bars to keep whatever is on the other side, and to keep people out.
Gotcha. This was the way that she came before?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, she'll go up to that barricade and start taking a look.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
Oh, we're so good at investigation.
I believe in Jorrin.
Off.
Investigative as fuck. Let's go.
That is an 11.
11, not bad. I mean, there you can see a number of locks and not restraints, but restrictive devices. What's the word I'm thinking of? Bars. Like the door is well barred, and you would probably need some thieves' tools or somebody with something equivalent, or you could just try and brute force it. Up to you.
Is this the way we have to go? Kieran's asking Jorrin.
It's the way in.
Alright. Just give me a sec. And Kieran is going to pull... Does he have his thieves' tools? You said we got all of our gear back, right?
Yes.
And he would carry that on him. He wouldn't leave those on T. Like, because you never know when you're going to need them. Would they just give him back thieves' tools?
I would say, yeah, they would have given you back your thieves' tools.
Alright. Yeah, just give me a second. He's going to start fiddling with a bunch of little, like, elbow-jointed screws and false keys and all that kind of stuff and try to see if he can't make these doors not be in their way anymore.
Okay, yeah,
Doesn't
go
have
ahead.
advantage, so it's the first one, so it's a 19 out of 24.
Yeah, there's, I mean, there's a few different locks. It takes you maybe like 10 minutes or so. But you are able to successfully kind of one by one, ding, 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 unlock them. Whereas before, the brute force method had been pretty effective from Jorrin, you guys are able to have a kind of sneakier and more subtle entrance into this area. And looks like Jasminder is going to be taking a quick restroom break again.
It happens.
It happens. Let's see, Amazing. To put you on their map as well. You guys do kind of start to go into this cavern. You can see it kind of curves ahead a little bit into what look like different tunnels. But you can start to see, as you guys walk in a little bit further, what look like thin green veins kind of run along the wall in very intricate and interesting patterns. It's not like any kind of painting or mosaic you've seen. It looks almost like if you were to look down at your arm, it's kind of twisting veins and capillaries.
Vascular.
Yes, it's very vascular in nature. And Jorrin, you would be familiar with this as the same kind of familiar, strange, almost alien nature that you saw with Sabine, that she had kind of been very excited about.
Now, had they seen it this far towards the front when they were here last time, or does it look like it's been spreading?
You guys have gone like a little bit into the cavern by the, like where you are on the map, to the point of like going down the hallway past where the doors had been kind of barring everybody. You guys are now at about the same point where you had been with Sabine and seen them before. It doesn't look like they've creeped forward at all, but they're the same place that they were before.
Jorrin kind of takes to look around. Where she this thing and some lights. I don't really know.
Also, you guys, if you, those of you without dark vision would like to see, this is technically dark. There is no light here.
I slap on my hooded lantern because yes,
there
of course
she
I
is.
have it.
that is the West that I have come to play D&D with over the years.
It's the West way.
There's quite literally no reason not to.
Not. Of course not. The only reason I don't collect them is because I know of playing with you, and you will have one. Even so, I do think I still have some way of creating light. No,
Shivers.
no, I don't.
It's called a torch.
But yes, with the hooded lantern, you guys are able to provide yourselves with some light. And you can see it's just kind of a plain cavern. It doesn't look like there's any sign of movement or sounds around you guys. It's just quiet.
So this is the magic. Kieran says, looking at Jorrin and looking over at what looks just like a vein of some kind of mineral or something in the wall.
Something like that, I don't know. She stood here for a while and then just like, I don't know, lights started appearing in the air. I don't know how she did it.
Kieran is gonna touch one. He's just gonna run his hand along one of the veins and see if like it feels any different from natural stone.
Make an intelligence check. Just a general intelligence check.
General intelligence. I have to turn off. That's a 7.
Yeah. The voices that you usually hear are increasingly loud today. Specifically, when you reach out and touch, it sounds almost as if they are standing right behind you, speaking into your ear.
Are they saying words, or is it just like a cacophony of whispers?
Whereas before it was a cacophony of whispers, as you reach out and touch the wall, it solidifies into words. It solidifies into a voice, a very familiar voice to you.
What's that?
It is a feminine voice, you were familiar with.
Older or younger?
Older.
Okay.
Why don't you just come back? Just join me again. It can be just like it was. Just let go. Let go and come back. Please.
He inhales deeply and like pulls away, like somebody putting their hand to a flame or touching a hot oven. It just immediately rips his hand away and starts backing away. Takes a step or two back.
The voices immediately drift back into just kind of sourceless whispers.
Oh, we lost the West, probably going to sleep.
Yeah, I think we've lost the West, but Jasminder, are you back?
Yes, I am here.
You guys notice as you walk into this cavern with these strange green veins and capillary vascular kind of designs on the walls. Jasminder, your hair feels lighter. And those of you looking back would notice that her eyes just have a little bit of a brighter blue quality to them, and her hair seems to almost kind of move around like it's being shifted by the wind, but there's no wind down here.
And I don't know if you heard Kieran touch the bright glowy magic on the walls and heard a voice in his head, and he recognized the voice, but he pulled away like he was a kid touching a hot stove. And took a step back like he fumbled. And that's where we are.
Just kind of like play in her hair a little bit. Like
It feels
never
very
done this before.
It's very like weightless. Like you kind of move it around, you go to kind of like fan it out a little bit, and like as you drop it, it like stays in place a little bit and just kind of, it's very airy.
Shivers is like looking between the two of them. So all this shit's wild.
We should go. We should leave. We should go and tell Victory that mine is hers, and that we investigated it and it's good, and we should go.
Was that the magic part, Mr. Kieran?
This is definitely the magic part.
I don't know what it is, but we should leave.
But there's more mine. Over there and past there, I think.
That's wonderful. We were sent to clear out jackals. We have cleared out the jackals.
Kieran, I would really like to know more. Just maybe we look around for a little longer.
You guys go ahead. I'll trail behind you guys. But, this is. I don't like it.
Jasminder wants to go this way a bit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Can Shivers get in front of her? Oh my god. Shut up. Jesus shit.
Yeah, no, does Jasminder want to take now?
Regardless of where we are moving, Shivers is going to be in front of her.
She's not gonna stop Shivers from getting in front of her, but the moment Kieran is like, fine, or just gives up, she's moving. Girl, she's moving.
Kieran is gonna let everybody go in front of him and drink to the point of intoxication the second everybody's back is to him.
Okay, go ahead and give yourself the poisoned condition.
Yeah, I got you.
And then I will just kind of have Maisie following behind, probably towards the back of the party.
Yeah.
Since she's not quite the frontline fighter you guys all are.
This really isn't a make good choices moment.
This is such a bad choice. Kieran's gonna be so absolutely right. We should have fucking left, but I need to know.
Where's the fun in that?
Where's the fun in that?
Jorrin does stay near the rear to keep up that guard, but she will let Kieran stay like all the way in the back like he wants.
And you do see a larger cavern up ahead. And you see, as you guys kind of continue down further, the veins kind of get stronger and a little bit brighter.
Can Jasminder run her lit? You first.
No, I was just gonna say I actually see a little bit of green over there.
Jasminder wants to like run her hands along the vein.
Yeah, you definitely feel a sort of, like, almost like feeling a kind of song that you didn't realize you hadn't been able to hear. Like, seeing color that you didn't realize was there. A part of you suddenly just goes, oh, well, this is just how it's supposed to be. And, your air genasi features become more prevalent for the moment. And your connection with
there is floaty.
and your connection to the element of air becomes stronger. Your hair becomes even more floaty. But you can go ahead and describe how that manifests in Jasminder.
So, I would imagine like the one streak of like white she has in her hair just starts to spread, and her hair is still really floaty. I would think like where she's touching the veins, you can start to see like the blue skin kind of start to creep up her arm.
Yeah, you guys
Oh, what a nice room.
well, this is the map that I had. You guys see a room with what looks like crystals. You would almost mistake it for any other cavern in this mine because it's a mine. Of course there would be crystals and minerals, things to be harvested, but it doesn't look like something that should be harvested. It looks like it is something that is just a part of the walls themselves. It doesn't look like it's part of one rock that ends and begins. It is interwoven and interconnected through this open area. Whatever this area is, it's strangely circular. The rooms that you had been, or the hallways and tunnel that you had been kind of following up to this point were looked like they had been dug. Whether recently or ages ago from various creatures, it had been kind of created. Whatever is this that you were walking into now looks almost grown. There's no plant life. There's no organic matter other than some mold that's kind of gathered at some of the edges. But it has a very almost kind of smooth texture to it. And you can see parts of it continue down in a very deep pit towards the kind of edge of this cavern. But then it kind of continues almost in a wave moving up from this pit, like something had once inhabited this open area.
Simply awful.
Kieran from the back, noticing that they're walking towards what looks like a natural cave, is still like, we shouldn't go that way.
Why not,
No.
Mr. Kieran?
The job is to investigate the mines. That's That's not mine. That's a cave.
Are you alright?
Fine. We should go the other way though. And he's going to gesture wildly back into this direction.
Shivers looks at Jasminder. Are you alright, Miss Jasminder?
You're blue.
She is very blue, and she's just like so happy and just smiling, and I don't think I ever want to leave these mines.
Well, it sucks because we are soon. This is dangerous here.
Can Shivers touch the mine wall?
Does it?
Wild shit happens when you touch the mine wall. He wants to know what happens.
Yeah, you just kind of feel like a certain strength fill your body. Like, not like a physical strength, you have that in leagues, but more of a kind of confidence, a assuredness in your step that you haven't quite felt since awakening in that desert.
Shivers probably cracks a smile like that. He's following Jasminder. Where Jasminder goes is where he's going. She picks a direction,
She
he's moving
really
in front
wants
of her
to
in that
keep
direction.
moving forward.
Karen's gonna look to Jorrin and be like, "Am I wrong? Shouldn't we go look at the actual fucking mine?"
You can have that one out with Jasminder.
Oh, I'd like a little support. This is why I'm talking to you about it quietly, so that they can't hear us. You guys can obviously hear him.
We're like in a whole ass mine right now.
He thinks he's being quiet, but it's like normal conversation vibes.
Exactly. We should check out the rest of the mine before we go traipsing into your god knows what.
Magic. Karen, there's magic.
I don't know what it is, but it's fucking dangerous and not what we signed up for.
It's magic.
What's the
This is
dangerous
exactly
about
what
it?
we signed up for.
Over your shoulder from the whispers you hear, "She's right."
He inhales sharply, and it's just like, let's go look at the rest of the fucking mine, please, so we can get out of here.
Jasminder will go ahead and, I guess, walk past Kieran. Now she's walking past him, she's just gonna say to him, "You should really drink some water."
Fine.
Shivers is gonna. What did you say? Quite confident in his step in front
Yeah.
of her.
Mm-hmm.
Just quickly zoom into the front.
Yeah.
We came from this one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kieran's pointing to this one over here. Because that
Okay.
looks like it might be a pathway.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are free, out of character. Y'all are free to ignore him, and he will stumble after y'all.
Oh, I mean, again, Shivers is where Jasminder goes. I'm probably going to protect her as long as, like, I'm exploring. Shivers doesn't know. He doesn't know what a mine is, dude.
She's gonna listen, because, like,
Kevin MacLeod
he's
fucking banger.
kind of right, but she's upset about it.
So I guess Shivers moved down here.
Yeah, you guys can go
just
investigate
fucking go.
down there, and you see a pretty deep pit. Looks like whatever had originally created these kind of
Thanks, yeah.
caverns. It goes deeper into the cave.
Oh wait, it's a pit like that we can traverse, or just?
I mean,
a
it's
hole?
pretty deep. You'd have to have some way of traversing
Can
it. It
Shivers
looks you
see
can't
the
quite.
bottom of it?
Do you have the lamp with you, or are you kind of bringing Maisie over so she can?
He has dark vision, but he doesn't have the lamp. That's
How far?
that is an excellent question. I think
Usually
I think
60
basics are
feet.
just out to 60.
So yeah, 60 feet. You would be able to just see the bottom.
Is it okay? So it's about 60 feet now.
Mm-hmm.
Does this look like
It's-
intentionally done, or did it just collapse and they left it?
Make a nature check. Because you're kind of checking out the...
Because I'm drunk.
Falling
Yep.
damage is 1d6 for every 10 feet, right?
Oh,
It is.
I forgot to turn off. It's a 13.
13?
So if I jump down there, we're looking at maybe 6d6, possibly 7d6.
Yup.
Counterpoint. I have a bird that can fly. Do you want him to go down there and see if there's an opening before you jump down a pit?
Shivers also just has a rope. Like, we definitely
No. Yeah, like, Jasminder definitely wants to know what's down there. There's magic. She's excited. She's fucking juiced as
You
shit
said no, and
right
I
now.
got so scared. I got so scared.
She also has her own rope though, so she's going to take that out.
What? Send the bird.
Hand it to Shivers, and she wants to start rappelling down this hole.
Okay, cool. One thing at a time. Because y'all are doing a lot at once. First, for Kieran's 13 nature check, you can gather that these definitely look like they were dug at some point ago. Probably not anytime recently by some kind of burrowing animal. You can't tell what one. There's a bunch. But it looks like these were probably just like living quarters at one point. It doesn't look like they're super active right now. It doesn't look like it's the most steady cavern.
But this looks like a burrowing pit that she's about to rappel down.
A little bit, yeah.
Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Something lives down there.
Well, then do we want to find out what it is?
Not really, no. I don't know.
Are you rappelling down?
Hit that, Shivers might grab her. Not like forcefully, might just hold her hand. Be like,
Let Shivers go and bring the lantern so we can all see him, but please don't. Be careful. This is all I'm gonna
And if
do whatever you want.
Jorrin, if you want to send down your bird, you can.
Are we really that desperate to find out what's at the bottom of that thing?
I'm
I think
curious.
Miss Jasminder is, yeah.
Alright, she'll shake off her shoulder and nod towards the pit.
He'll kind of
Just
take a few
fly
flaps
down.
of his wings, and
The bird tell us what's in there?
Yeah, I think we should send somebody who can talk.
Ost disappears into the darkness.
Oh, wait. Just shakes his head and like sags his head at calling the bird a dog.
You can hear some rustling noises, and then some shuffling, and then you see Oz flies back up, and he's got something in his beak. And it looks like a part of a chitinous shell.
Jorrin will
Pretty
take
large.
it from him when he comes back to perch, and can she kind of try to figure out what that might be from?
Yeah, go ahead and make a nature check.
Also great at this. Amazing. That is a 4.
Damn.
Looks kind of insect-like. You're not quite sure. Maybe like
I
a
have
beetle?
access to Maisie sheet. Let's see how Maisie is and stuff. Can Maisie make a nature check?
Sure.
Maisie. Do an 11.
Looks
So
kind
natural
of like
5 for an
insect-
11.
insectoid, chitinous shell, exoskeleton type thing. You can't tell what creature it might have come from.
Might have? Ooh! She
Might
infected
come
you.
from?
Should've.
Does it look like the full shell, or is it like a part?
It looks like part of a shell. It doesn't look like it's the full one.
It look like jagged edges, something smashed it, like...
Is it
Unfortunately, with a 4, you can't quite tell.
No.
Maisie with an 11 looks like the edges of it are kind of looks like it was like interestingly enough, though it's insectoid in origin, it looks like almost like kind of like shed parts of a snake's skin.
Is it wet?
No.
No, it's dry, so it's probably not as fresh.
No.
But end up at the bottom by accident, so there's probably something down.
We could find out for sure if I go.
As the thing, though, just to clarify, the veins of magic are glowing, right?
Very, very faintly. Not enough to provide like dim light or anything. Just kind of almost
Okay.
like a glow in the dark
But if I
kind of
peered
effect.
down into a deep dark hole, like, would I theoretically just even see them remotely?
From that far away, probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if Shivers can't see it, then he'll be like, well, there shouldn't be magic down there.
Jasmine, let me just make an argument real quick about you going down there. You don't like being covered in gross stuff, right?
I don't like being covered in blood. No.
There's big, probably ugly insect in there. I'm gonna try to eat. Why don't I send the one with the armor and the big sword down to see what it is if we're going to send anybody? And better yet, why don't we just not go down there the fuck at all?
Shivers has been very slowly raising his hand the entire time he said the last sentence.
Yes, Shivers.
What's an insect?
A bug. With 6 legs, typically.
I simply cannot.
There's a lot of them, and if it's that big, it might eat something in here.
Alright. So you want to send me down because I got more armor and a big sword, right?
Yep.
Counterpoint.
Those are the reasons.
Counterpoint. I am faster, and Shivers is stronger, so he can hold the rope and pull me back up if things are too bad down there.
Is a counterpoint when you want to say something in an argument?
To counter the other person, yes.
I have one.
Let's hear it.
Mr. Kieran hired me to be your bodyguard, so if you go down, I can't protect you from holding you.
And I have one as well. There's always the we don't go down to where the fucking giant insect is. Didn't you want to go look at the cave with all the magic, quote unquote magic, whatever the fuck it is on the walls?
Settling on the first game.
Sent back just where you told us not to go.
I want to go home. It's where I want to fucking go. But I'd much rather go look at some glowy rocks than go poke around something's nest.